Welcome to Upperville, Virginia, the heart of Virginia's horse country, home to fox hunting, polo, racing, three-day eventing, breeding, and a rich history. The breathtaking landscape is shaded by tall oak trees and a scenic view of the Blue Ridge Mountains in the distance. But there's more to this beautiful, fertile land of Virginia. An event in its 166th year, bringing over 20,000 spectators. Welcome to the Upperville Colt and Horse Show. What makes this horse show so unique? The Upperville Horse Show is the oldest horse show in the United States. It was founded in 1853 by local planter and horseman Richard Delaney, who sought to promote better treatment of horses and improve local breeding. The horse show became an annual event, and Delaney held it every year until the start of the Civil War, when he became a colonel in the Confederate Cavalry Regiment. In 1869, Delaney resumed the show and ran it until his death in 1906. Over its 166 years, the horse show has become one of the most prestigious horse shows in the United States. During World War I, a class was held to showcase horses that were suitable to become officers' mounts for the U.S. Army. And in World War II, proceeds from the show were donated to the War Relief Fund. The Upperville Horse Show has grown tremendously since its early days. Now the show boasts over 200 classes and is a week-long international event. From international competitors to first-time spectators, this horse show has a special place in many people's hearts.
My 8th grade history teacher said you could write a paper on anything in American history. I said, anything in U.S. history? She said, anything you want. I wanted to write it on the Upperville Colt and Horse Show. I've always been a horse-crazy kid, absolutely infatuated. When my parents asked me if I wanted sisters or brothers, I looked at them and said, no, I want a pony. Ever since then, I found any which way to get to a horse. And my mother drove me out to Middleburg as many days as we could fight traffic from DC. We found the library in the basement of the Chronicle building. She dropped me off and I'd go down in the musty, smelly stacks and find the Upperville prize lists, letters that Colonel Delaney wrote to all the gentlemen farmers. It was such a journey into loving American history and understanding this hallowed ground that we love so much. Many people thought of the Upperville show ranking next to Christmas in importance. A young, soon-to-be bride is quoted in the Lincoln Mercury Times of 1956 to have said, "No wedding of mine is going to interfere with the Upperville Horse Show." Other locals have said, "No true horseman of Northern Virginia would miss it, and no announcements are needed to tell him that it takes place the second Friday and Saturday of each June." When I first wrote this paper, I felt very much like an outsider. I was a little kid that wanted to go to the horse show and be involved, and now it's part of my life. My goal every year is to win one of the coveted coolers, and this year I was lucky enough to have fine art in the thoroughbred jumpers. We cinched the championship. It's so nice to have everybody here enjoying the oaks, enjoying this land. The Upperville Horse Show is more than a horse show. It's like home.
Upperville's fame and prestige brings an influx of competitors from across the country and around the world. Let's see some action from the ring. First, we bring you Scott Stewart and Private Life, fighting for the top spot as the Grand Hunter Champion.
One of my favorite horse shows, one of the oldest horse shows, and as far as the Hunters divisions, it's as prestigious as you can get, so we always try to do our best here. Private Life, 2 years in a row, he's championed all 3 indoor horse shows. He's pretty laid back. He really just comes from the stall to the ring. He's just a super horse. There's a lot of great horses and riders, and for Private Life, this might be his first time being Grand here. I think it's a great honor to be Grand Hunter Champion, especially here.
Heading right across scenic Route 50, we bring you the winner of Upperville's Welcome Stake, Alex Granado and Carlson W. The Welcome Stake is sponsored by the World Equestrian Center.
And Alex has been riding a crest of a wave, as you said, Kim. I mean, he knows how to go against the clock. This is one
horse is so
competitive
fast.
horse.
Yes. I mean, you can't see, you can't even walk. It's such a fast horse. I love watching him ride this horse. He's a cool customer as well.
We've still got a wonderful crowd here this evening for the jump off.
Oh, I don't think anyone has left.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, he's off and running. Here we go. 6 gets a little quiet, but this horse motors. And this horse has a motor.
Or 2.
Or
a lot of horsepower. Literally.
Woo!
It just lands running. It's so fun to watch. Oh my gosh.
Shape the 7. Look out there, Alex. Really extra behind there. A little conservative there. Can he get 8 or is he going to go 9? 1, 2.
Wow.
Very nice.
Wow.
37-2-0. Alex Granado into the lead.
That horse is so careful and fast.
On Carlson. Wonderful ride. Look how he stayed to the right here, and he was into the 8 strides. Actually got it comfortably. Almost was able to, in a sense, have a little balance to that.
I love the venue. It's my first time here. I've been trying to get here for 2 years, so I'm glad we made it. Carl has come on really strong through this whole winter. He's really built to a consistent level at the 4 and 5 stars. I was really happy with him in the jump off. Started a little slow because he got a little fussy coming to number 1, so it didn't come up totally as planned. But I knew the 6 was going to be a little steady for him if we came in too big, so I just built my canter up the first line. And then from there, really was just knowing the horse well. Everything came up out of stride and in a great rhythm, and he rode perfect for me today. I don't think I've ever worked with a horse like Carlson that has as much drive to go in and win as I do. He's just been really special to me. To come to a show like this with so many riders that I respect and enjoy riding against, and not only be able to compete with them, but do well and have a win early in the week, it means a lot. I'm really happy that it's off to a good start.
Now we have Samantha Schaefer in the Know, who took first place in the USHJA International Hunter Derby. The USHJA Hunter Derby is sponsored by the Salamander Resort and Spa.
Jump, and he had a bolder way of going, a bolder pace. You know, there isn't just one way to skin a cat when it comes to handy bonus points.
Sam Schaefer back in the ring. Here's In the Know. They return with a 179 total. Your winners from 2017.
There it is. There's the turn we were looking for.
Putting the pressure
There's
on.
the
They're
turn.
cheering already here.
Yep. Now, you do have handy bonus points, but for me, I would even include that in my base score. Yep.
What a hand gallop. That was sensational.
Absolutely. That's the turn we were talking about. That's what we were looking for. And when we were off the air...
We'll be back for more from the Upperville Colt and Horse Show after this.
Coming soon to Ocala, Florida, horse capital of the world. A luxurious destination that will redefine equestrian sports in the United States of America. Where passion, potential, and prestige come together in the pursuit of excellence. World Equestrian Center. Quality, class, distinction. Ocala, 2021.
A timber frame build is a durable, beautiful way to bring the outdoors into your home, equestrian facility, or other project. This building type requires fewer interior walls for support, allowing for wide open spaces and design flexibility. It's energy efficient too, thanks to the use of structural insulated panels. Our custom timber frame structures can be built to suit your personal taste, lifestyle, and needs. Choose B&D Builders to create the warm, inviting timber frame environment you've been dreaming of.
Nutro, all the energy dogs need and nothing they don't. Nutro, feed clean.
Welcome back to the Upperville Colt and Horse Show. We'll now hear from our USHJA International Hunter Derby winner.
In the know, we call him Spider in the barn. He's been amazing. I was actually quite late to the walk, and Hunt Tosh and Kate Conover kind of ran through the course with me right away. I was standing right by the bounce. I was like, I think there's an inside turn. He prefers his left lead. Coming in third, I knew I had to make a statement, and he pulled through for me. I really try to use him sparingly and pull him out and prime him for events that are important to me. I actually skipped Devon last week because it was just too many things in a row, and I wanted to focus on this. Upperville is home for me. I did lead line, I did walk trot. I've been coming here for a good 22 years, I'd say. My mom showed in the amateurs in the 90s here. I don't think I've missed it in all those years. It's one of the most special horse shows in the U.S.
Up next, here's Skylar Riley and Iceman Demuse winning the highly competitive Upperville National Grand Prix. The National Grand Prix is sponsored by Palm Beach Masters.
This is a bit of a slower moving horse. It's going to be interesting what Skylar's plan is.
Yeah, I guess it must have a really big stride because she's coming to fence one kind of slow and casual. So he must just have a massive stride. Yeah, got there. She could look in and do 7 here easy. And she does. She could have done 6.
Yep.
Come on, Skylar. Wow. That was a little bit, ooh, got away with that.
Definitely, big effort from the horse.
Keep coming, come on. Oh, I think she took it away. She could have won. Come on, Skylar. She's got it. She's got it. Go, go, go.
Wow.
Yep, and the last proves to be the fastest. That was good. She was very risky at the vertical, and then for a split second, I thought she let off the throttle a bit and was slow to the double, but I guess she did so much early on by doing 7 and 7 and just so quick to that vertical. That was a good round. That's a super horse. As I said in the first round, I mean, it's extremely careful. And, you know, Skylar is very lucky. She's got a great group of horses right now, and I think we're going to see her right back in the top of the sport.
Well, I always loved the cities of Upperville and Middleburg before, but the horse show has been taken to a whole new level. It's one of the best horse shows we have in our country, if not the best. The footing is amazing. It's the best footing I've jumped on this year. I definitely see it as top sport here. I recently got Iceman Demuse in January of this year. He has an enormous stride, and he does really follow my eye for the track. I really liked the course that was set today. I knew he would turn on a dime back to the yellow, and he did. He followed my eye and he took off. And then I knew I could just sort of take a little bit of a breath down the last line, and he jumped class, total class. It usually takes at least 6 months to get to know a horse, maybe a year, and I feel like we've really begun to click already, and I look forward to many more Grand Prix victories from Iceman Demuse.
Let's watch McLean Moore take it away in the FEI Speed Stake. The FEI Speed Stake is sponsored by GW & Wade.
Marilla Van Buren and Bob Russell and himself. And this is Noche de Ronda. This is a 10-year-old Oldenburg Bay mare. And I had a chance to talk to McLean about this horse this morning. As I said, the horse jumped very well. Yes, it just became a little green and unglued yesterday. That front rail of the ox, he kind of finished with a 2 poles down, but just getting to know this horse. He got this horse in April, and as we know, it takes a little time to develop the rapport and the harmony between these two. But McLean will get it. And as you said, Kim, you got to learn how to teach these horses to go against the clock.
Yes, and she's really jumping today.
Beautiful effort there on that horse's part, hind end galore. Got to chill it up in the 5. There we go.
Ah, beautifully done, huh?
In on 6. big mover, this horse. Okay, he's prompt over.
And you know he's going fast, but he's letting her take her time to jump.
Here's the 8. Now he's got to really, oh, he's going for 5. Clever.
Yeah.
Clever.
Wow, this is something.
6 home.
Wow, what a stride.
Clever. And our Olympic champion, McLean Ward, will slide into the lead, 64.62.
Just
That's what you call using your horse's attributes. And McLean knew after watching that was 5 was there. We hadn't seen it, but he knows what he's capable.
And even off this short a turn, still to get up that last line is just.
And he was meeting it in a balance.
Yes, well, he's always in balance, but my goodness, what a brilliant example of riding.
We're taking a break from these incredible achievements in the ring to hear from some of the riders in Upperville this year.
This is horse country. Its history is deep. A lot of hunting was here, racing. The show has been a part of everyone's lives. It's a little bit like England. I think that it's in the blood of the people around here. That's probably what keeps it going, is just tradition. My last appearance here was in 1978, and I was medium pony champion. Back then, it probably was only one ring, the main hunter ring. I'm not even sure that there were jumpers then. I have a lot to live up to, actually. My owner, Barbara Rue, owner of St. Bride's Farm, she's the president this year of the show, and she supports me with some amazing show jumping horses. I'm just excited to be here at her beautiful farm and at this great historic horse show. I have 2 horses of St. Bride's Farm showing this week. One is Kung Fu, who I've had for quite a while. He's a 12-year-old horse that I've jumped here in the States and in Europe. He's one of my favorites. He has an amazing character. It's just got all the personality. And then I have a mare named Jakarta, who is a newer horse to our program. She's like a gentle giant. She's the sweetest thing ever. Feisty in the show ring, though. So her personality, when you're on her versus when you're off of her, is completely different. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while. The show has definitely changed a lot in 40 years. My memory is not so great, but I do know that they put a lot of work into making this really an unforgettable show.
Many riders who compete at the Upperville Colt and Horse Show actually live right around the corner. One of them is Allison Robitaille.
So nice to have the show right around the corner. It feels like I'm really jumping at home. It's such a special area. We moved here around '91. My parents used to breed racehorses here. We used to break the yearlings here and then send them off to the track. It is just about 400 acres. It's always been a horsey area, if you will, and there's lots of fox hunting around here. I was very lucky to have my mom's Appaloosa, who she rode in the amateur owner hunters. I was always amazed he could go so fast through these huge cornfields and come out the other side with his mouth full of grass and everything he collected as he galloped. I started fox hunting really when I was in my teens. It was great to go so fast across those huge fields and up and down hills, and really gave me a whole new feeling of speed. I remember going back to doing some hunters after I'd fox hunted a bunch, and people saying to me, "You're going so much faster." And I didn't even realize. One special thing was doing the family class with my parents when I was still on a pony, and my daughters want me to do that with them this year to carry on the tradition of that. Upperville Grand Prix is one of the first Grand Prix I ever rode in as a kid when I rode with Katie Prudent. So there's so many special things. I'm showing Ace in the FEI division, and then some younger horses in the national division. Ace, he's such a good guy. He really wants to do the best he possibly can every time out, which means a lot. It's lovely to have wonderful footing, and they have done such a beautiful job kind of re-landscaping it and have that huge backdrop of the mountains. The Upperville show has so much tradition and so much reputation backed into it. It's just a really special place to be.
Now it's time for the grand finale, the prestigious Upperville Jumper Classic held since 1972. The Jumper Classic is presented by Lugano Diamonds.
And now it's Run for the Roses for the Upperville Jumper Classic.
This horse jumped a brilliant first round.
We're going to be a little different route here. We're going to be starting with the original fence 8, which is the Lugano Oxer, and we'll just join and watch this with Mark, and he'll give us the route here. Possible inside, maybe 8, 9 strides. Here's the left turn back on original fence number 1, the blue vertical. That went up, and he paid the price, 4 faults. Front rail of the Oxer coming into the double common, now marks up to 8. He's out there taking a shot. And it cost him 2 rails. Now he's just trying to finish up consistently. And this is a new line for the jump off.
And finish over the last
so
Oxer.
Mark will finish up with 8 jumping, 43.77. Our first jump off competitor, 8 faults, 43.77.
And you can see here he really took a shot at the blue jump. It was on the angle and a little bit long and just picked it off in front.
You know, that jump that he had down originally 145 or 148, now went up to 158. Big difference, the height. Now we've got a hometown favorite from nearby Upperville, right in Upperville, I should say. Bertram Firstone's horse Ace, ridden by Allison Robitaille. And Allison was our second clear round. And, you know, she's got to go out there and first nail the clear and put the pressure on some of these other riders. You know, we've got some rain. It's a little bit raining out there, but nothing bad. And again, the footing is right there, so these riders don't have a concern with that at all.
She's off to a good start.
Horse is in a cross canter, and then it swapped out, and okay, she got it, and maybe had to add 1 extra stride there.
Yeah, and a little bit wider here. But clean, clip that back rail and the out. Well, that's going to cost her. She took a little bit of time to get into it and then had both down.
You know, knowing that so many of these horse riders are in the jump off, you know, some of these early people are really laying it down and obviously paying the very short in there, but Ace was a good boy off that front rail. Allison will finish with 8 jumping faults, and she'll be in a time of 42.84. That double combination for AB, or the original for triple combination, is riding very difficult. Riders might have to give that a little more attention and respect because these riders are reeling right back.
Don't go away. The Upperville Colt and Horse Show will be back after these messages.
Nutro, all the energy dogs need and nothing they don't. Nutro, feed clean.
A timber frame build is a durable, beautiful way to bring the outdoors into your home, equestrian facility, or other project. This building type requires fewer interior walls for support, allowing for wide open spaces and design flexibility. It's energy efficient too, thanks to the use of structural insulated panels. Our custom timber frame structures can be built to suit your personal taste, lifestyle, and needs. Choose B&D Builders to create the warm, inviting timber frame environment you've been dreaming of.
Coming soon to Ocala, Florida, horse capital of the world. A luxurious destination that will redefine equestrian sports in the United States of America. Where passion, potential, and prestige come together in the pursuit of excellence. World Equestrian Center. Quality, class, distinction. Ocala, 2021.
And we return to the jump off from the Upperville Colt and Horse Show.
And having a tough time on that.
Well, like you said, it's tough with that big a field behind you.
And now taking a good look from that turn from the blue vertical back in the double combination is Brianne Goutal-Marteau riding Viva Colombia. I'm wondering if she can do 8 strides, 1 to 2, or is she going to shape a 9 strides? I think there's an 8 here for somebody. She shaped it a little bit, a little rub on that front yellow oxer, but it's up. Very delicate ride to that blue she gave it.
She rode that well.
See, that's behind her, the double combination, which has been very difficult. Picking up a good gallop to the Antares vertical.
And this isn't the fastest horse, but she's one of the fastest riders. she's working it.
Home.
Wow. Definitely got the 8, even off the
8.
easy.
And our first clear round, very good time of 40.78. Brianne Goutal moves into the lead.
Just a terrific ride from Brianne. You can see her just wheeling around the corner to the Antares jump. The horse giving it such great effort and height. And this was a tight turn here. Look how close she is as she's just rolling right into the jump. What a beautiful round.
Now these riders have something to shoot for. We have our first clean. Brianne in the lead, and she's followed by Irish speedster Kevin Babington on Shorapur. And Kevin really only knows 1 gear to go. I mean, he's a competitor. This is a fast horse.
And one of the fastest riders.
Again, maybe not the biggest mover, but the intensity and the rhythm of this horse's step makes it a tough horse to beat against the clock. Meeting that a little slow.
But still the 9.
This really has such quick feet off the ground. This is a tough one.
Oh, great
Extra
effort.
effort on that horse. A little double clutch in front. That's what it takes.
Kevin has a way of looking like he's slowing it down before he jumps, but don't be
he's in
fooled.
good here.
Wow.
And now the 8's going to get perfect for him. A little waiting, and then he can come on.
Fantastic
and there we have it,
round.
and he's takes the lead.
Fantastic.
And Kevin Babington from Ireland, 40.014.
What a terrific ride into that in and out. Great effort from his horse. See him kicking back, trying everything to miss the jump.
From USA, Skylar Riley riding Robin de Pontuel. Skylar just taking a quick survey over the course. She's starting to now be in this position where she's in these jumpos, getting more experience with this relatively new partnership.
Yes.
And I'm sure she's gaining confidence exponentially. She's going to let this horse astride. I still want to see 8 strides, 1 to 2, Kim. Can this horse do it?
He has got a
If any horse can do
ginormous
it, he
stride.
can do it.
Yeah. There it is.
Easy. Again, you know, you've got to play to your horse's strengths, and
Yes.
this horse doesn't have the natural movement of Kevin, so she's got to find another way to make it work for her.
But he is scopy. She's feeling
Getting a
like she
little
can
tight
turn
here.
right back in.
Take him right.
This is quick.
And if she wants it, there's a 7 coming home.
Wow.
She can do it. Needing a little quiet here.
Yeah. Yep.
Try it.
3, 4.
Yes.
Beautifully ridden.
There we go.
Just beautifully
It's
ridden.
a special horse with a stride. 39.05.
What a phenomenal round. This was a terrific turn. And even though she was out to the right, she still had the confidence to just let him fly down there and leave the stride out. Nice and cool. Trusted it, let him leave a little gap. What a beautiful round.
Well, Skylar's now going to have to sit and wait as we've got a lot of Olympic champions going to come after her, and we're about a wonderful round. And now we're joined by Laura Kraut riding Kung Fu for St. Bride Farm. Laura just saw what it's going to take. Obviously, this horse doesn't have the stride of the other one, so she's going to have to work to her strengths with this horse. She's going to shape it and curve it so she's coming back a little bit to the left here. Front rail. There's still good money at stake, so she's got to stay on it. We knew we had a couple of riders with 8 faults.
Yep, she wants to just come home with just the 4. Remember, this is the hometown hero horse. A brilliant ride. And then the 8 coming home. Super effort, super effort.
So Laura's going to finish on 4 jumping faults, 40.87 for Kung Fu.
You can see just coming up to this second jump in the jump off and just touched it. Terrific slice back to this blue gate.
You know, and still at that, and she was not slow. She was still 1.7 seconds behind Skylar.
Yeah, Skylar was fast and leaving strides out. That's a lot to chase.
For Israel, Daniel Blumen will be joining us next on Colestina H. 9-year-old, a little bit of a tough task, but this gentleman sure knows what he's doing. I don't think he's going to try to give it away. So let's see what Daniel's strategy will be with this young 9-year-old.
This horse has a lot of hang time. It jumps very high and is a little bit young, so it spends a little more time in the air, which is not a bad thing, but Wow, he turned back
Really
short to
called
that.
on it there.
The horse answered the question, but I'll tell you what, it was tight. That's the joy of being at an event like this with these great riders. Even with a young horse, they can give it a great shot. That's a beautiful, beautiful round.
And Daniel will now go clean 39.88.
He was so short.
Second place now for Daniel and his young 9-year-old Colistina. As you said, Kim, this horse, look at the height. Look at the quality of that jump.
Yeah.
And Daniel's at the top of his game. You know, he believes in himself, the horse, and it's just transcending beautifully. And that's a second place finisher right now with several strong riders to go. From Switzerland, Beat Mandely riding Simba for the Grant Road Partners. This gentleman certainly knows how to go. He's silky smooth.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
his fast rider.
Experienced horse at 13 where Beat can call at him. He's off and running to the Lugano Oxer. So he lines up the leave out there.
Yep.
It's a fast type. He's on it.
And again, that experience there. Horse is a little bit lost. He got him right off the ground.
And maybe took him a little to the right
Yep,
in the
it
air,
was-
which possibly caused that. The risk you take of going that speed.
But there's no playing it safe today. It's all or nothing.
A very, very strong time at
Good time.
39.52 for jumping. That's the fastest for Falter at this point. And he was slowing down a little bit, so he had everything going from 4 faults for Beat. Giving it a go.
Yeah, came in on the left and was trying to come out on the right.
Now the first of our last 5 competitors will be Olympic champion, U.S. veteran McLean Ward on Contagious. He's won this 3 times. Sure, he wouldn't mind adding a fourth, but he's going to have to work for it. It's not going to come. He never wants it to come easy.
No, he never wants to back into the win now, does he?
I've always told him that if you could take third today, would you go? He goes, absolutely not. It's a bad deal. So he's thinking one thing, the Upperville Blue. I think McLean sits currently in 6th place in the world rankings. He's got his eye on the Pan American Games with this horse. 8 strides.
Horse really landed running from that
It's a
yellow
fast type.
oxer.
He sat chilly off that tight distance and trusted, and the horse responded beautifully. I think he's
Wow,
up.
I think he's on it.
I mean,
I think he's on it.
And if he gets a good one here, don't be surprised.
Wow, wow.
Are you going to settle
2,
for the 8?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Added the stride coming home from her, but wow, what
There we
a
have it.
phenomenal round.
37.68, clear round for McLean. He had that look in his eye. He started out with determination, did the leave out 1 to 2 in the jump off, and he now just jumps into the lead. He now will go 2 seconds up now.
Looks this
with
coming to the last jump. He could take his time. He didn't have to leave out to the last. He knew he had it. Horse jumped just perfectly.
Now the other riders have even more to shoot at. So McLean takes the lead in the Upperville Jumper Classic with 4 remaining.
More from the Upperville Colt and Horse Show after these messages.
Coming soon to Ocala, Florida. Horse capital of the world. A luxurious destination that will redefine equestrian sports in the United States of America. Where passion, potential, and prestige come together in the pursuit of excellence. World Equestrian Center. Quality, class, distinction. Ocala, 2021.
A timber frame build is a durable, beautiful way to bring the outdoors into your home, equestrian facility, or other project. This building type requires fewer interior walls for support, allowing for wide open spaces and design flexibility. It's energy efficient too, thanks to the use of structural insulated panels. Our custom timber frame structures can be built to suit your personal taste, lifestyle, and needs. Choose B&D Builders to create the warm, inviting timber frame environment you've been dreaming of.
Nutro, all the energy dogs need and nothing they don't. Nutro, feed clean.
And we bring you back to the Upperville Colt and Horse Show.
Well, our defending champion from last year, Allie Wolf from New Albany, she'll be riding Casal. I don't think she'll back down, do you?
I don't either. No,
She's
no,
not
no.
going to back down.
She doesn't want to back into anything either. She's going to let it rip.
Maybe for her, she can do one less to the last. You know, McLean didn't leave a whole lot of room.
He was spinning
I
back
don't
to
know.
for
Hopefully Michelle Grubb and her got
combination.
the plan together,
Yeah.
because it's a
I'll tell you, she went.
it's a head scratcher.
Yeah, she went. Oh, wow. Look at this. Front rail of that oxer.
She was taking a shot.
Yeah,
Of
she
course,
had to take a shot.
You know, with other money on the line, she's got to stay focused.
Finish it up.
Taking a little off the pedal there, but
Yeah, it was nice round, but
so
she
Allie
went-
will finish up 4 jumping, 41.87.
Oh.
So Allie will slide into 8th place with that 4-fall round. You know, similar, Laura Kraut had that second jump down. She had the front legs. This horse had it with the hind legs. But, you know, these riders are running and gunning. And as they say, they just got a little flat there on the,
on the fly.
front rail of
On
that
the fly.
oxer. From Great Britain, we have Amanda Derbyshire with Roulette BH. She's coming off a strong win at Devon. She's heading to Europe, but I think she'd like to take a little more money with her.
I think she would.
So the rain's picked up a little bit. We've got a little more, but she's from England. She's probably
Yeah,
used
she's
to
to
this.
it.
This is
comfortable.
a good day. 8 got a little slow for her. She's got to lay off the front. She's okay. She's got to somehow gallop away from this and just kind of keep coming, keep coming. Met it a little short.
But I think she's going to get a good turnout.
Sprinting away.
I can hear Nick Skelton shouting from here.
I think she can leave the stride out. I think she's going to go a little wider and leave it out here. Absolutely. What do you think, Kim?
Yep.
7
Go for
or
it. Go,
she
girl.
missed?
Go, go, go.
Try it. There it is.
Wow.
7 home. It wasn't enough.
But it was such a great try.
She throwed everything she had.
Typical Amanda. Go big or go
the
home.
Commitment. What a treat today.
Look
the
at
jump
her little
over
legs
spectacular.
digging.
That's what you call wanting it, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
And what a great horse.
Great jumping today. We have 2 left. From United States, Adrian Sternlick will be joining us on Just a Gamble, Starlight Farms, LLC. 10-year-old bay mare. It's got the blood. It's got the energy. Is Amanda going to go after her mentor, her trainer? I mean, Adrian.
Yeah, I say yes. Yes, she will.
She's taking a good look around.
Yeah, she's taking a moment. She's taking a moment.
Eight got easy for her. It's got a lot of nice motor. A little wider there.
Yep, a little wider. And a little wider here. Looks like she's going for a nice, strong, clean. But she's not going to catch McLean today. But clearly this was her plan.
Jumping very well.
Yeah, this horse is jumping just beautifully. And she's just riding great. Ah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Last pole down, 4 faults, 42.99. Everything was going so well, and then an unfortunate rail, so she'll drop down in the ranking. So Adrian finished with 4 jumping.
You can just see coming to this last jump, just a little bit too forward as it took off.
Well, if anybody's going to do it, we've got Erin Ballard from Canada. She's our last entry. She'll be going against McLean Ward's target time, so we will see if she's got it. Again, this is a 9-year-old horse, a tough task.
Tough task, but if
looks
anyone
like
can
she's
do it.
starting with a good, strong gallop.
She's already flying.
Lining up the 8, she's going to get it easy here. Whoa, whoa. Really got to take a crack at this vertical here if you want to be with McLean.
A little wider here. I think
wider.
he was 1 stride in from that. Great effort from this horse.
There's a lot of whistling.
There is. They want her to go a little faster.
She's
She's
going to
kicking.
swing it a little wide
Yeah.
and go 7
Yeah.
for sure. She's on it. There she
And the
rolled
crowd's
in
going crazy.
7. An excellent clear round, 39.43 for Erin Ballard. And that'll slip into 4th place. A great round for that 9-year-old. A very, very strong round.
What a phenomenal jump off. You can see she took a little bit of time at the blue and into this combination with this young horse, but what a fantastic ride and jump off. Horse jumped so beautifully. Such an exciting jump off.
So we'll have McLean Ward, this year's winner of the Jumper Classic on Contagious, 37.60. Amanda Derbyshire from Great Britain, United Kingdom, will finish in 2nd. We have Skylar Riley, who really set the standard early with Robin de Pontuel. She'll end up in 3rd, and Daniel Blumen on his exciting 9-year-old, Colestina. What an exciting day for the fans here in Upperville.
It's time to hear from the man who needs no introduction. 2019's first place winner of the Upperville Jumper Classic.
I'm thrilled for Contagious and all of his group, Lisa and Annie Reavers and Max and Maya, who put the whole organization together to have this wonderful horse and to be able to compete him. He really performed beautifully. We're aiming him later this year to the Pan Am Games. He's a pretty quick horse. I gave a little time at the combination because that seemed to be the trouble spot in the jump off. It was a difficult rollback. The last line I thought was a bending 8. I could cut in on the skinny. He narrowed up the oxer and I thought it was a good opportunity. And the horse really responded beautifully. He's been knocking on the door for a big win. We have good ground here, a good group of horses, and a great course builder, and that produces great show jumping. It was a super week. I was here with my family. My goddaughter was champion in the Hunters and won the Maclay, and getting Lily started here, so it's always a great family week in a great part of the world, and it was nice to leave with a win.
Let's give a nice welcome back to our top 3, McLean Ward and Contagious. 2 days in a row for McLean Ward to take the victory here. They won the feature class yesterday in our FEI competition and take the win today. McLean Ward becomes a 4-time winner of the Upperville Jumper Classic.
Thank you for joining us in this year's incredible Upperville Colt and Horse Show. We'll see you next time.